Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. So we are working on the book grade 9 principles of mathematics grade 9. Today we're going to start with chapter 7, that is properties of 2D figures, and the lessons we're going to start today is exploring interior angles of polygons, angles properties of polygons. Okay, here I am on grade 7. Here I am on grade 9 book. The chapter we're going to start with is properties of 2D figures. So let's just start with the lesson. Okay, we're going to start with 7.1. Here it is exploring interior angles of polygons. We're going to start with first lesson. Okay, let's just what are the interior angles? The angles formed inside each vertex of the polygon, right? So the interior angles are the one that formed inside each vertex of a polygon are the interior angles, right? So you have three interior angles, triangle ABC, angle ABC, you're given here. This is the polygon given, right? Angle ABC, angle BCA, and angle CAB. These are the interior angles, right? Okay, just look at the table. Polygon have triangle. You have different types of polygon, right? Poly means the one that has different number of sides. So triangle has three sides and the sum of angles is 180 degrees, right? Then you have quadrilateral. In quadrilateral, you can make two triangles, right? So there are four sides and number of triangles inside are two. So that means the sum of the angles is 2 times 180 equals 360, right? Then you have pentagon. So in pentagon, you can make five triangle. Number of sides are five. You can make three triangles, so that would be 180 times 3, that would be 540, right? So you have to complete the table for 5, 6, and 8 sides. Okay. You can draw non-intersecting diagonals to divide the interior of an n-gon into n minus 2 non-overlapping triangles. That means you can make n minus 2 triangles in an n-gon, right? The sum of interior angles of an n-gon is n minus 2 times 180. The sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. The sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees, right? So let's just start with the first exam, question number 1. Copy the following polygons. Draw as many non-intersecting diagonals as possible to create non-overlapping triangles. What is the sum of interior angles in each case, right? You can calculate the sum. Okay, you can calculate the sum by using the formula n minus 2 times 180, right? Okay, the formula is n minus 2 times 180. You can calculate the sum of, and it would be n minus 2 times 180, right? Okay, draw as many non-intersecting diagonals as possible to create non-overlapping triangles. What is the sum of interior angles in each case? So you have to see how many angles, interior angles, we can make in our or in any of the triangles. Calculate the sum of interior angles of each polygon. Let's just start with question number 2. Okay, A is, let's just calculate vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices in question number 2A, right? So let's just see how do we calculate the sum of angles. You have to use this formula when you have to calculate the sum of angles. You are given n is 8, right? That is an 8-sided polygon. So n is 8. It would be 8 minus 2 times 180 degrees. 8 minus 2 is 6. So you have to do 6 times 180. And 6 times 180 is 1080, right? Then B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided polygon. So you have to now 5, n is 5. So it would be 5 minus 2 times 180 degrees. So 5 minus 2 is 3, and 3 times 180 is 540 degrees, right? Then the next one is C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13-sided polygon, right? And is 13 in this case. So just do 13 minus 2 times 180, right? Okay. Then D is, let's see how many sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. D is 11 sides, right? So you have to do 11 minus 2 times 180. So it would be 9 times 180. So you can calculate 9 times 180, right? Okay, let's just start with question number 3. Polygon A is a regular pentagon and polygon B is irregular pentagon. Are the sum of the interior angles equal? The sum of interior angles of a polygon will always be same, right? The sum of angles does not depend on the regular or irregularity of the polygon, right? For question number 3, the answer is the sum of interior angles of a polygon will always be same. It does not depend on the regularity of the polygon, right? Okay, the next one is, what is the measure of each interior angle of regular 14 gon? So you have to calculate 14 gon. You have n is 14, right? Just use the formula and by minus 2 times 180. So n minus 2 times 180, you are given n is 14, right? So just replace the n with 14. So 14 minus 2 times 180. 14 minus 2 is 14 minus 2 is, let me just do 12 times 180. That is 2160, right? The question is, what is the measure each angle, right? So you have 2160. That is the sum of interior angles. You have to divide it by the 40 to calculate the measure of each angle, right? Let me just divide 2160 divided by 14. That is 154.28 degrees, or either you can round it off to 154.3. That means the measure of each angle in the 14 gon is 154.3 degrees, right? Okay, the next one is, the sum of interior angles in a polygon is 1440 degrees. How many sides does the polygon have? Okay, you are given the sum of the angles, right? You have to calculate how many sides do we have. Use the same formula. We know that n minus 2 times 180 equals sum of all the angles. That equals 1440 given in the question. Hold on. Yes, the sum of interior angles you are given, right? 114. You have to calculate how many sides does polygon have, right? Just solve this for 180. So just divide both sides by 180, right? 180 and 180 got cancelled out. You are left with n minus 2, and 1 440 100 1440 divided by 8 is sorry, 1440 divided by 180 is 8, right? When you divide, the answer is 8. So n equals 8, move to other side, it would be then added. So 8 plus 2 is 10. That means the sum of sides in the polygon is 10. If the angle is, sum of angles is 1440, that means the polygon has 10 sides, right? Okay, so we are done with the lesson. Let's just start with the next lesson. The next lesson is angle properties of polygons, right? Okay, so you have convex polygons. A polygon with every interior angle less than 140. Any straight line through it crosses at most two sides is known as convex polygons, right? You have different types of polygons. So, which is the convex polygon? A polygon with every interior angle less than 180 degree or any straight line through it crosses at most two sides is known as the convex polygon, right? Okay, then you have concave polygon. So a polygon with at least one interior angle greater than 180 degrees. A straight line passes through it may cross more than two sides, right? That would be concave polygon. Then you have exterior angle, the angle formed extending a side of a convex polygon, the angle between any adjacent extended side and its adjacent side, right? The angle that is formed between the extended side and adjacent side is known as the exterior angle, right? Outside the polygon it is by extending a side. Okay, you can determine unknown angles in polygons using angle properties. The sum of exterior angle of convex polygon is 360 degrees, right? You can form an interior angle for a convex polygon by extending a side past its endpoint. An exterior angle and its adjacent interior angle is supplementary. They add it to 180, right? Exterior and adjacent, they both have the sum 180 degrees, right? Okay, let me just see. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, let's just start with question number 3. Let's start with practice questions. Determine the measure of missing angle. Okay, so you are given the exterior angles, right? You have to calculate the missing angle. Okay, A is you are given two of the exterior angles 129 and 76. You have to find the missing angles A and B, right? The sum of exterior angle and the one line I just read, sum of exterior angle and the adjacent angle is 180 degrees. That means 76 plus A is 180 and 129 plus B is 180, right? So you can calculate the sides in A like this. Like they both B and 129 together form supplementary angle 180 degrees. Same with A plus 76, right? So let's just solve it for B plus 129 equals 180 and A plus 76 equals 180. Just move 129 other side. So 180 minus 129 is 180 minus 129 is 51 degrees. That means B is 51. Same is case, move 80 on the 76 on the other side. So 180 minus 76 is 104 degrees. So angle A is 104 degrees, right? Okay, so same thing you have to do with the B part also. Let's just calculate the missing sides in angle B in the B part. Okay, B has so many missing angles. Okay, let's just look at the H, right? 79. Okay, you can see triangle 1, 2, and 3 have three triangles, right? Let's just solve with the triangles. You can find angle D by adding, we know that the sum of all three angles in the triangle must be 180, right? So 23 plus 79 plus D makes 180, right? So let's just solve with angle D. For angle D, you have to add 2079 plus 23 equals 79 plus 23 and plus angle D, because sum of all angles in a triangle must 180, right? So just add 79 plus 23 is 102 plus angle D equals 180. Just move 100 to other side, so it would be 78 degrees. That means angle D is 78 degrees, right? Okay. You have to find angle E, right? So 67. E is the complete angle, is a right angle triangle, right? So 23 plus 29 and plus E equals 90, right? It would be 23 plus 29 and plus E equals 90. So just 23 plus 29 is 52 degrees plus E equals 90. Move 52 other side, so angle E is 38 degrees, right? You have D and E now. Okay, let's just see which is the next one we have to find. We have to find now F, right? You have the measure of E and 67. You can find F by adding them equal 180, right? So it would be 67 plus 38 plus angle F equals 90. So when adding, it makes 105. So 180, sorry, not 90. Sum of all the angles must be 180. So move 105 other side, it would be 75 degrees, right? That means angle 5 is 75. Okay, angle I is, F is 75, F plus I makes 180, right? So just subtract 75 degrees per angle I equals 180, right? So angle I is 180 minus 75, so that equals 105 degrees. Okay, which angle you are left? Okay, let's calculate H. How do you calculate H? We know that 79 plus H plus 44 makes 180. They are complementary angle, right? So 44 plus 79 plus H equals 180. So when you add 9 plus 4, 13, 12, 123 plus H equals 120. When you move 123 other side, so H equals 57 degrees, right? I think we are done with. No, we're still left with G, right? You have now H. So add H 29 and G to 180 degrees. It would be 57 degrees plus 29 plus angle G equals 180. So 29 plus 57 is 916. 86 plus angle G equals 180. So move 86 other side, it would be G equals 94 degrees, right? So we are done with all the lessons, all the angles, right? Okay, let's just look at question number 4. In the diagram, angle E is triangle BEC, a right angle. What is the sum of angle A and D? You have to calculate the sum of angle A and D. So you can see you have to extend angle E, right? You make it like this. So You have to extend angle E like this, right? So all the sides must be 90 degrees. This 190, this 190, and this 190, right? What is the sum of angle A and D? You have to calculate angle sum of A and D. So the sum of all the exterior angles must be 360 degrees, right? That means A, E and D. A plus E plus D, they are exterior angles. A, E and D, they must sum equals 360 degrees. We have the value of 1, that is 90. That means A plus D plus 90 equals 360, right? That means the sum of A plus D is 360 minus 90. So sum of A and D is 360 minus 90 is 270 degrees. That means the sum of angle A and D is 270 degrees, right? Okay, let's just start with the next one. Okay, let's just do question number 5. What is the measurement of triangle CAB? Measure of angle CAB, you have to calculate the angle A, right? So how do you calculate angle A? We know that the sum of this one and this one is 180. Just calculate this. For example, this is B. B plus 145 equals 180, right? So B is 180 minus 45. 180 minus 45 is 180 minus 145. That equals 35 degrees, right? So that means you have now angle B, that is 35, and that is 35, and we know that the sum of all the angles in a triangle must be 180. So 75 plus 35 plus A equals 180. So 75 plus 35 is 105. 110. So A is 180 minus 110, that equals 70 degrees. That means the sum of the angle A equals 70 degrees, right? Okay. Okay, let's just start with question number 7. Find the measure of each missing angle. Okay, so we have to calculate the missing angles. Let's see. In A, you have to find angle X, right? We have to find angle ADC. You have to find all the missing angles, right? So this one is 30. Sum of this one and this one must be 180 degrees, right? Angle 30 and ADC is 180 degrees. So 180 minus 30 is 150. That means this angle is 150, right? If this is 150, that means angle A is, this is 150, 30 and 30, right? That means this one is 15 and this one is 15, right? One of them is 15. You have to calculate angle X, right? So if this one is 30, 15, that means this one is also 15. 15 and 15 makes 30, so 180 minus 30 is 150. That means angle S is 150, right? Okay, let's just start with B part. Okay, you're given 35, 45, and you have to calculate the angle X, right? Okay, 45, 35, and angle X. Okay, if you extend this line like this, sum of 45 plus this one is 180, right? So 180 minus 45 is 135. That means this is 135, right? And 135 plus x, 135 plus x, sum of two exterior angles is 180, right? So when you move 135 other side, so 180 minus 135 is 45 degrees. That means angle x is 45, right? Okay, for y you have to calculate y, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is eight sided polygon, right? So 8 minus, just use the formula, n minus 2 times 180, that equals, yeah, that is an 8 sided polygon, so it would be n 8 minus 2, 6, 6 times 180. The sum of all the angles is 180 degrees. Now because that is an 8 sided polygon, so divided by the 8, that means the sum of measure of all the angles is 135 degrees, right? Okay, let's just start with next one. Let's just start with question number 9. An interior angle of a parallelogram is the measure of the exterior angle adjacent to it multiplied by 4. Determine the measure of each interior angle, draw the polygon. An interior angle of a polygon is the measure of the exterior angle adjacent to it multiplied by 4. Okay, an interior angle of a parallelogram is the measure of the exterior angle adjacent to it multiplied by 4. Okay, let's suppose draw the parallelogram. Okay, so we know that the straight angles sum up to 180-degree, right? So that interior angle is 4 times angle x, right? That is 4 times the size of exterior angle. That means exterior angle is angle x. So we know that the angle on the straight line sum to 180 degrees, right? So 415, angle x is 180. Divide both sides by 5. So angle x is 36 degrees, right? And the interior angle is 4 times angle x, so you have to do 4 times 36, so that equals 144. You have to draw a parallelogram. You have two angles now, so that is a parallelogram. Other two angles are also same, so it would be 36 and 144, right? Okay, okay, the next one is question number 15. In a regular polygon, question number 11. In a regular polygon, The ratio of the measure of the exterior angle to the measure of its adjacent interior angle is 1 to 4. How many sides does the polygon have? Okay, 1 to 4. Exterior angle is question number 11. Let's suppose the exterior angle is angle x, right? That means the interior is, because the ratio is 1 ratio 4, 4x, right? We know that the angles on a straight line sum to 180. So that means their sum is 180. 4 plus 1, 5. Angle x is 180. Divide both sides by 5. So angle x equals 36, right? Now that we know that it is a regular polygon, right? So n times 4 times 36. That equals n times 144. So it would be n minus 2 times 180 degree equals n times 144, right? Just calculate the value of n from here. You have to do 180 and just solve the equation for n. 180n minus 360 equals 144n. Just move 144 here, so 180 minus 144n equals 360. 180 minus 144 is 36 and equals 360. So when you divide both sides, that would be 10 degrees. That would be 10. That means the polygon have 10 sides. Okay. The next one is, for any regular n-gon, develop a formula for calculating the measure of an interior angle, right? So n-gon it is. So the formula for the regular n-sided polygon is n minus 2 times 180, right? So we know that the regular polygon has all of its interior angle equals, right? So we just have to divide the sum by n. So it would be angle x is n minus 2 times 180, the total number of sides. You can get the measure of an angle. Measure of an each angle of a polygon, n minus 2 times 180. Calculate the total angles and divide it by the number of sides, right? Okay, let's just start with question number 14. Okay, when pattern blocks are used to tile a surface, they have a fit together to join along sides and vertices. Pentagons were not allowed in the set of patterns blocks. Explain why pentagons cannot be used to tile a surface. Okay, pentagons are were not included in the set of patterns block. Okay, you made this figure, right, using this one, but you are not allowed to use pentagon. The question is why. So when you placing geometric figures in a plane without gap, you can see here you don't have any gap, right? And overlaps is called tessellation, right? So some since each interior angle of a rectangular polygon, when we are working on the rectangular polygon, the sum of angles of a regular pentagon is 118 degrees, 108 degrees. Each interior angle of a regular pentagon is 108 degrees, and that is not divisible by 360, right? Then it means that tiling with a regular pentagon without gaps and overlaps is not possible. If you're going to put pentagon, you have the blank spaces here, right? The next one is, suppose you're going to tile a floor with tiles shaped like an octagon and one other shape. What other shape can you use? Determine two other tile shapes you can use to tile a floor. Okay, so you have to place geometric figures without gaps and overlaps, right? So if you're going to put this shape, which is the other shape you're going to use? Like if you place this one by side to side, right? Like every time if you place the polygons like this, like this, this, like this, and like this side you have polygon, this side you have polygon, you're left with this one, right? That is a square. That means you have to use a square with this one, right? That means the other figure you can use with the octagon is triangle, because you have space over here, so that means you need to put a square over here, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson 7.3 in the next lesson. Okay, so we're working on grade 9 math. We have started chapter 7 today, and the lessons we have covered from the chapter are, the chapter name is properties of 2D figures, and the lessons we have covered from the chapter are exploring interior angles of polygons, and the one we just did is angle properties of polygons. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the questions I skipped. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. So please ask if you have any question. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session.